Hello, Flosstube. Today is, well, go in the right order. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and today is Saturday, man, I almost said October. What is with me in the months? Today is Saturday, February 15th. I'm looking right at my calendar. And so I've been using this little planner thing that I got in the mail. And I've been using it a lot. Writing down things, and it's kind of fun to see everything I've been working on. This is a channel about cross stitch, by the way. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. I don't have a whole lot to share because I've only been working on two projects this week. Mostly the Gnome Biscornu and just a little bit the last couple days on the Prairie Schooler Santa, not the Black Rock Angels, but the 2019 Prairie Schooler Santa. So I think I'm gonna just jump right in. So I've been doing the embroidery.com 30-minute a day challenge, and I misspoke the hashtag last time, and I'm gonna try to put it in the. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to kick that. In the description box below this video. It's hashtag I love to stitch 2020 is the one I've been using every day that I've been listing my before and after pictures. And so, but it's, yeah, hashtag I love to stitch. And some people are just doing I love to stitch, and others are doing I love to stitch 2020. Like I said, that's the one I've been using. And anyway, so the challenge is to stitch 30 minutes a day for the month of February. And the 29th is a mandatory stitch day, you know, to qualify for the in the challenge. And the little, I guess everybody who participates within the rules, like you have, I think, up to 4 days that you can, you know, take a day off if you have to, you know, because of life, you know. And then the 29th is a mandatory stitch day, so everybody who is able to comply with all those rules, and they're very little rules, they're just a couple, you know, but everybody will get a needle minder. So it's not a drawing. I think I had misspoken that as well. But everybody will get a needle minder. Everybody who participates according to the rules will get a needle minder. Anyway, so I've been working on primarily on the Tinymodernist Gnome Biscornu, and hopefully someday I'll actually get to the back and finish it. But I have done a lot. I did switch to a slightly smaller hoop and moved the fabric over, and then I did a lot of work on this. I finished last time I had done this, except for a little bit of the back stitching here, and I did do some, if you can see, just a little bit of this yellow back stitching that connects these yellow dots. And I went up here and did the rest of this. Let me move this. This little heart needle minder is from one of my viewers, my friend Sharon Metcalf. Anyway, I did these, the little yellow, I don't know what they are, part of this flower. And there's a little back stitching that connects the little dots to the flower itself. I still haven't done the green stems on the flowers because I want to do this green area first before I do all that. But anyway, so I did do the hats on the gnomes, and I did finish the red and and it's a melon color on these mushrooms here, and this one still needs there's a couple of these brown colors, so here and then green, and then I have to finish this gnome. But this one I did all of his white beard, and then his blue of his body, and I still have to do the belt and the boots, and then he'll be done, and his back stitching, and of course. And I don't think, yeah, I haven't done the white in here yet. And then, but I have to do then the other gnome. Yeah, so it's coming along. It's a little, this half, the front of the Biscornu is more than halfway done. But it's coming along. I've done quite a bit during the challenge. And last time I could not remember the name of my viewer that sent me this bag, and her name is Ruth. And I should remember that because I have a cousin with that name. So, but anyway, she like I said, she made me this lovely project bag, and she made another one. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, so I've been keeping this gnome Biscornu in this lovely bag by my viewer Ruth. Thank you, Ruth. And then the other thing I worked on for the challenge was this in my Most Floss Wins bag that I bought the other day at Hobby Lobby, I think. Anyway, was what I've been working on was the Prairie Schooler 2019 Santa. There's a little sheep and a big sheep. So this is what I started working on at I think Wednesday. So well, before I had started working on this like in July or something. I had a whole bunch of like Christmas projects because I was gonna wanted to get them all done before Christmas because several of them were supposed to be gifts, and actually the two Biscornus I was gonna do as gifts, like non-Christmas related but as gifts, and then I ended up not doing them because that giant the snowman that I was doing was just taking so much time, along with all the other things. So I had done some other things, and I had set aside the two Biscornus and this Prairie School of Santa, and the Blackwork Angels, I think, was another ongoing project I was going to do, and I set those aside as well. So that's why that was one reason why I've been, I took them all, taken them all up again, even though they're Christmas related, and it's now February, and they're not I didn't have anything specifically for Valentine's Day. I wasn't going to do anything like that. I didn't have any plans like that. But so I've been working on just, these sort of Christmas related things. It's, it's still coolish. It's actually starting to get warm now here in Phoenix during the day. It's still like in the 40s at night, so it's still coolish. But it's anyway, I don't know why I'm digressing. So this is where I am now. When I picked this up, I had done like this much and none of the white. I had not done the lamb or anything, but I had done like this sleeve and his body up to here, and I had done the green, and there's some, I don't know if you can see them, but there's little buttons along here, and his cuff there. so I had done his body up to here, and I think I had just done a few rows here along of this red, but I had not done all this section here, or his legs or his arm here. But so I've done, since Wednesday, I finished his body and did his arm and did his legs, and this lamb, part of this lamb here, his head goes up here, but his body is finished because right here is where Santa's hand goes. And now I'm working on the beard up here. And this is, yeah, this is actually where his eyes are gonna go. He has like the dark gray that goes in here. There's his hand and his boots and all that will be his in between these white little dots. Those are his eyes. So those are his eyebrows up here. And I'm working on the white of his beard now. And then he has like his green scarf. And over here is the little, whatever you call it, that he's staff that he's carrying. And then there's the big sheep goes down here. So, but yeah, he's coming along. The red is almost all done. He has green and red up here in his hat. And then a little bit of red here and there, like on his staff. There's a holly vine or something on his staff. So there's a few red things there, and green, yeah, or green and red on the staff. But yeah, so it's coming along. Yeah. So I did this on Wednesday through Friday in that daily challenge thing. So yeah, it's gonna be, most of the red is done. I have to do his boots, and up here is the red and green in his hat. And then I'm not crazy about the it may just be the photograph. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. But yeah, his face, it's kind of goofy looking. I don't know, to me. But like I said, it may just be the photograph. It may be the fabric too. This is done on the Gnome Biscornu is just a 28 count even weave, white even weave. This is an 18 count, I think. It's basically like a fiddler's cloth, I think. Like it's Ada, and this was dyed either tea dyed or coffee dyed or whatever. Yeah. So I did it a long time ago. This is just a piece of it was I used, I guess, the original fabric for something else, and this was left over. And I don't know. I did something with the tag that was on it, and I don't know what I did. So this is the other bag that Ruth made for me. These little kitties, and this is the other Biscornu, and I want to sort of catch up a little bit on this Dragon Biscornu this month as part of. Got my finger in the way here. As part of this challenge, I think I want to work on this as well, to try to get a little more of it done. This is a picture, you can't see the backside very well. It's right there. But so this is, I want to work on this. Oops. Making a mess here. So I want to work on this one as well. This was, got this right, yeah. I haven't worked on it in a while, since the last time I showed. I talked about how I had made a mistake in this darker blue. I had gone up one too many stitches here. There's supposed to be a little gap in between, right here. This little stitch is wrong, and this little stitch is wrong. There's a dark blue stitch. There's supposed to be a little gap there. And because I copied this one. I didn't look at the pattern. I just copied what was there. I copied it on here, and so I made the same mistake 4 times. But anyway, yeah. So, and you can see through the fabric. You can see where I carried this between this. But I think once I stitch some more of the dragon stuff in there, that'll kind of cover that up a little bit. But yeah, so there, I want to work on this as part of this challenge this month. So maybe I can get both of those done. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so but yeah, this is in the other bag that Ruth made for me. And I don't. Somebody had asked me if she makes them, and if she sells them, and I don't know that, so I'm not gonna say. But Ruth, if you're watching, let me know, and I'll hook you up, because at least one person mentioned that she wanted to buy them. And the other thing, I kind of wanted to mention this, and I don't know why, but I do. That I bought. This is the other thing I bought. I have to admit, I copycatted my younger sister in buying this. She had one, I thought, that's what I want. That's what I really want. Because I had bought, excuse me just a second, I had bought this. And, I wanted to buy something that, that I could use as a water bottle kind of thing. And I wanted to buy a metal one. And I bought like because of the cats, I keep this in my room, and because of the cats, I wanted something that I could screw the lid on, screw the top on, that because of I didn't want the cats to be able to knock it over and spill it. Anyway, so I had bought this, and it's really nice, but it's really long. It's nice because you can, like, it unscrews this way, but the lid does not come off. So you can, but the problem is that it's really hard to clean, and I have been unable to there's like a little rubber gasket up in here, and there's another one in this lid here, and they're just like really hard to get out. I know I should be able to like pry it out like with a fork or something, but it's really difficult, and it doesn't want to come out. So it's kind of ooky, and it's kind of stinky, and I try to scrub it. I have a cloth, I can get in there and clean out the the little where it screws up, and everything where it gets a little ooky, and it I freshens up a little bit. It's mostly the lid that it's very stinky, because this part is easy to clean. It's aluminum, and it's I have a bottle brush, I can scrub it, but also because it's metal on the outside, this part here, because the cats have knocked it down on more than one occasion, and so it has it's got some dents in it, and like if you put it on the counter or the table, it wobbles a little bit because it's bent. Well, this one that I bought it at Target in the sports section. They have like in the I don't know if it's a kitchen or the whatever, but they have where they have like lunch boxes and whatever. They have a whole bunch of bottles, and they're fine, but they don't have this one there. This model is in the sports section. I don't know, But anyway, so it has like a rubber base over the aluminum, so that helps keep from, I'm hoping, keeps from denting. but also it has, it has a grippy thing that the other one, well, I guess the other bottle has a little grip to it, but this is grippier. And it also has a screw-on lid that uh, folds over. I mean, that hinges, so it doesn't come off completely. But the nice thing about this, I don't know if you can see, yeah, is right there. There's a little tab, so you can lift the gasket out to clean it. Just pull on the tab and, pop that little rubber ring out of there and clean it and clean under it. And the same thing on here. There's a little tab on the gasket, and you can pull it out and clean it. So this is really good. Now this only holds, like it says, it's 18. So I guess it holds, like if you put a soda bottle and full. A soda bottle typically is 16 ounces, and then you can, it has room for ice, and so it's 18. So you can only put one, 18 ounces in there, and this one is larger, so you can put more in it. But the problem with this is that it's very tall, and so, like, oh, excuse me, yeah. Like, in the car has cup holders, and it fits in the cup holder, but with every time the car moves, it tips over because it's tall. It's too tall for the cup holder, for its center of gravity is very high. And also, like, this past September, I guess it was, that my sister and I went to a Bible study retreat, and in the little lodge where we were staying had bunk beds and stuff, but it had these shelves between the beds, and that bottle was too tall for the shelves. This one, I think, would fit very nicely in there. So, it would have been a little more convenient to put this on the little shelf there, That one I had to find a place for it. Anyway, I still like that bottle, but I really like this one. So, yeah, I got this. It's a Takea is I don't know how you say that, model that I got at Target. So, I didn't. This has been a public service message about these kind of bottles. Excuse me for a minute there. Anyway, so yeah, that was a bonus. That was not cross-stitch related. But I do hope to then, like I said, work on the Dragon Biscornu along with the Gnome one, because once I finish doing the actual gnomes and gnome part and the little bits that I mentioned on the front of the Biscornu, the back should be pretty easy to do. The only problem is, like, because I have the center of that part of the fabric marked, but the middle of that pattern, there's nothing in there, so I have to count kind of a long way to the corner where the corner patterns are. The corners of the pattern are, so that that backside is going to be difficult in that regard. That there's kind of a lot of counting from the middle of the back, to the corner. And the Dragon Biscornu is kind of the same way. There's nothing in the middle, but it's all in the corners. And so that's going to be a little bit harder to do. I actually have another Biscornu that I started before those two. I started a long time ago, early last year, sometime last year. Because I had it actually at Stitch Shenanigans, so I started it in the first half of the year, before April, last year. The Western Biscornu, the Tinymodernist from the Tinymodernist site. I don't have it here with me, but I have that one, it's a little bit easier because there's more of a of a pattern on the backside, and I have some of the backside done actually. Um, but so if I could do all three of them, it would be really great. If I could do all three of them this month, it would be really great. But I don't think that's going to happen. Um, but the gnome one, I think for sure, at least the front side I can finish, and the dragon one I can do a little more stitching on that one as well. Um, but anyway, but I really only have like 2 more weeks left this month. Just yeah, 2 more weeks. See those two blank weeks. Um, so we'll see what gets done. The only other thing is just a life update, just to ask that you keep my younger sister's family in your prayers. Um, her mother-in-law, my brother-in-law's mother, has been very ill. I think I'd mentioned some time ago that she's been suffering with Alzheimer's, and they feel like she could pass away any day now, maybe this weekend, and definitely in the next couple of days. So if that happens, then they'll go to Baltimore right away. To take her body back there, and because all of her family is out in that area, so they're kind of waiting, to see when that's going to happen and how that's going to happen. So yeah, just keep that whole family in your prayers as she deals with that. And anyway, so yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Uh, and so until next time, just keep stitching, and check out that embroidery.com hashtag if you want. I guess it's too late to join the little contest kind of thing now, but if you go on embroidery, if you go on embroidery.com and check out the hashtag I love to stitch 2020, you can see all of the things that people are working on. Some people have, like I said, have used that, have been able to finish. I haven't posted any of my finishes, I think, on that on the embroidery.com, excuse me, site, because I've just been posting the before and after pictures of what I've been working on. But anyway, so they're the befores and afters that everybody's doing are posted there, and it's really great to see all the different kinds of things that people are working on, the different things people have finished, and all that. But I am still posting my finishes on the Friday Off the Grid group and the Stitching with the Housewives group. So between all of those, and you should get your fill of me. Anyway, so I'm gonna put everything that I've talked about, the cross stitch projects in this description box below, and the Arizona quail thing, I can still put that there too, just for whoever wants it. And I think that's it. So until next time, I will see you. Bye.